What's going on, everyone? It's Crypto Winter Bowl here with another update on the Hedron ICOSA borrowing function. So, just to recap, basically what I did was I took 7,790 hex, staked it for 555 days, received one T-share, and then I went ahead and I borrowed all the available Hedron for the 15-year stake, which totaled to 5,564,000. And then I went and staked it into the Hedron staking pool. Now, obviously, gas fees are quite substantial. So this wouldn't be too practical right now if you actually want to start generating some yield that means something right now until the price of Hedron goes up, um, and or Pulse Chain is launched. Because once Pulse Chain is launched, we'll be able to really explore the borrowing function in the Hedron protocol without getting absolutely eaten up by fees. But this is just for my experimentation. Maybe try to get a little bit ahead of the curve. And I think within 6 months or a year, just doing it on this stake will pay off dividends in the long run. So as you can see here, yesterday I didn't post because I really wanted to get a new mic. So now I have a new mic. It's good quality, and now you can hear me properly. I wasn't satisfied with the poor quality, um, but didn't miss much. The yield was like less, like 0.0098. So it wasn't as good as the first day, but today is a lot better. 0.012 ICOSA. Um, so this is the value in Hedron. So let's say I sell all of this ICOSA right now today. It would be 3,394 Hedron. Same thing for the other days. If I sold that yesterday, that's what it would be. And if I sold all the ICOSA the first day, that's what it would have totaled. Now, if we come and look here, um, the value Hedron to ICOSAs went down. So you actually get more Hedron for the ICOSA yield. And now, why that's important and to keep an eye on this is because obviously your loan is you have to pay your loan back in Hedron. So when you're doing this, your goal is to accumulate as much Hedron as possible. Now, what I'm gonna do at the end for this particular experiment with the protocol is I'm just gonna sell all this yield at as soon as I can end the stake in 27 days. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it all for Hedron and then restake that Hedron into the Hedron staking pool to kind of compound it. Now you could take that ICOSA and stake it into the ICOSA pool and receive ICOSA and Hedron, but splitting up the yield, you're not gonna get very much of Hedron or ICOSA. So I'm just gonna sell it all and compound it. You obviously could do it the other way, if you had a little bit more capital to maybe spread out um, how you're acquiring the yield. So another thing that is important, and what you could do is speculate on the ratio of Hedron to Icosa. So if you've seen the the ratio go up significantly, and you think it might come down, um, maybe just wait to redeem, to swap your Icosa yield for the Hedron to restake it. You could get an extra 10-15% Hedron, which is what's important in the Hedron borrowing. So in the past couple days, we've seen quite a significant drop in the price of Hedron. It dropped 43%, and it's currently down 35%. So I drew this channel quite some time ago, um, and it respected that upwards trend line perfectly. Um, so now what we're looking for is it to rebound off this trend line and then continue its way up. If it breaks below, so we want it to go like that and then continue up. So pretty much if it breaks below, what I'm expecting to happen is for it to just come up and then kiss the trend line and then, kind of ride it up a bit, and then we can see some further downside depending on what happens in the market. So, you know, the the yield has been decent. I'm just really curious to see how it's gonna turn out in 30 days. So the total yield in Hedron, throughout, if I was to sell all of it each day, the total Hedron would be almost 8,500 Hedron. And as you can see, the principal and the premium is like 30,500 Hedron. So we're like 25%. My math is right. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, about 20% there on just in 3 days. So once the liquidation markets start happening, the amount of hedron burned is going to increase significantly, and that will boost our yield. So this could turn out being, you know, quite profitable in hedron terms. Obviously, the gas fee, right, to do this on ETH right now is ridiculous. So on Pulse Chain, it'll be a lot less gas intensive. But it's just an experiment. I just want to see how it'll work, right? Um, so today there was 2,532,000 or 2,532,000,000 hedron burnt. Versus yesterday of like it was like 202 million. So like 10 times more hedron was burnt today, and that clearly reflected in the yield. And also what boosted us is the ratio of the amount of hedron that you can get per icosa. I'm not entirely sure. So it seems like everybody's selling hedron. Obviously, hedron USD is going down. Um, but mostly my theory on this is not everybody is there's like really nobody selling Icosa because most of that Icosa is going to be staked in the Icosa staking pool. That's why people uh, did the HSI buybacks, was to actually receive Icosa and then stake it to get the yield. So Icosa is not being volatile like Hedron. So if you had liquid Icosa yield from your stakes and you want a more Hedron, it'd be a good time right now to do the swap for Icosa to Hedron to get some more Hedron to stake or to sell liquid or whatever you want to do with it. Once again, this is not financial advice. Um, this is just a little me playing around with the protocol, just kind of get familiar with how the dynamics of the borrowing and the yield function play. But once again, I'm excited for Pulse Chain to come out so we can really dig into this feature on the Hedron and Icosa protocol. Anyways, guys, this is a quick update for today. I will do another update in a day or two. Let's just let this generate a bit more and see what the numbers look like. All right, if you found this video interesting or helpful, or informative, just give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this type of content. Peace.